The National Park Service opened up the Prince Brothers store and let some folks that are very familiar with the old place have a look around. WOAY's own Mike Teeney was lucky enough to get an invitation and got an exclusive look inside the historical building. Here's the story.
My grandfather lived up on the hill here, and my uncle ran this store when I was a child.
On Monday, the National Park Service played host to what could easily be considered a family reunion. Cousins who grew up together in Prince were allowed access to view the inside of the Prince Brothers store, which is owned by the National Park Service.
My cousin is Joe Monk, son of Herman Monk that owned and ran the store for 30 years. Went over to Glen Jean when they were talking about tearing the store down. And we wanted to see the store one last time, so I brought three of my cousins over, or three of us cousins over to see the store. It's kind of a part of our childhood.
It was Joe Milo who contacted the Park Service regarding the tour, and Parks was happy to oblige.
We're entertaining them with a tour of the building upstairs and downstairs, and it brings back a lot of memories for them, so it's a lot of fun.
The Prince Brothers General Store is the only store within the National Park boundary that is not a company store. Built in 1872 at what was considered a nearly perfect location, the store served what was then a busy stretch along the river.
All of the people that lived here were somehow connected to the railroad or the coal mining operations that went on here. So they all share that common history. But also across the river, you had the coal mining town of Royal. So there were a lot of people that were being served there. And there was a post office here too.
The park has possession of a variety of items that were in use during the store's operation. The Bank of Glen Jean, which is across the street from the National Park headquarters, serves as a curation facility.
The thing that's really special about this place is a tremendous amount of records that we have, archival records, which is unmatched in the park. It lends texture and helps us understand the past a lot better. Helps us get a feeling for what it must have been like to live back then.
The ironic thing about change is that it is constant, and time can play tricks in that places you thought you knew well can seem unfamiliar.
You learn something every time. They had a picture of the store that preceded this. That first time I saw a picture of it, I said, this can't be the same store, but when you look closer, the original store was expanded to what it is today.
Reporting from Prince, this is Mike Teeney, Newswatch 4.